Get this figure and more at the Big Bad Toy Store, links in the description. Hey, my name is Jobby, and today I'm gonna show you how to draw Officer Judy Hopps from the hit family film Zootopia. So grab your pen or tablet and draw along. This will definitely be fun for the whole family. Now before we get started, you're gonna need some visual reference. Usually I would recommend screen caps from the movie itself, but because we have a unique opportunity here, I'll be using the movie Revoltech figure version of Judy Hopps. So get it into a proper pose. And now we can get started. So the first thing you want to do to capture the likeness of this awesome character is draw a nice round circle to capture the plushiness of her head. And of course we had to establish our line of action, that's a little animator's term, that we're gonna focus on the volumes of Judy's body. Most people tend to think about it as circles or spheres, but I just kind of like to imagine it as a stretchy cylinder that may or may not be hollow. Once you've got a rough sketch, you can start establishing some details, which I will do now. Have I mentioned how much I enjoy drawing this character? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? And there you have it. And for those of you who don't know, Zootopia is a Disney film about a small town girl trying to make it in the big city as a cop. She teams up with a shady character to solve a missing persons case, while learning the importance of recognizing her own prejudice and overcoming it. It's a surprisingly deep movie about prejudice with a fantastic story, fantastic characters, fantastic paint application, and the whole anthropomorphic animal aspect of the movie is not just there for visual appeal, it's a necessary part of the structure of the movie to really sell its message. Although I'm not gonna lie, the visual appeal is undeniable. The painting and the sculpting on this figure is awesome. Revoltech, or Kaiyodo, whoever owns the Revoltech brand, they did an excellent job at capturing the essence of the animated design. There's nothing super fancy going on with the paint here, like shading or anything like that, just flat, vibrant colors. And while the figure is not extremely detailed, there's just enough here to keep it from being too simplistic. I mean, take a look at her belt. That's a real-ass belt. It's even got the fox repellent from the movie. And the sculpting on the fur is really nice. It's got that semi-realistic look that reminds me of old Beast Wars figures. And the face sculpt is very cute. You also get a few accessories. Take off her face and... at least I'm not into that. In addition to her normal smile, you get a grinning face, a sad face, a scared face, appropriate. And this is a facial expression from the movie, I swear. And to add even more expressiveness, each of the faces comes with a pair of movable eyes. However, they do move independently, so you gotta take a little extra care to get them aligned. Easier than it sounds though, so don't worry. It's such a cool feature, and I'm pretty sure that other Revoltech figures have had this before, but this is my first time coming into contact with this, so I am super impressed. I think my only real problem here is that the faces look good only at certain angles. From the front and the side, not too bad, but there's just some angles that look a bit... So the sculpting on the face is either slightly inaccurate to the film, or the actual animators had to cheat her face somehow, because in the film, she looks beautiful from all angles. In addition to her fists, you get a pair of open hands and a right grabby hand. The hands are pretty easy to pop off though, thank Bunny Christ. And you get the carrot pen that is integral to the movie's plot. You can recreate that scene where Judy says the famous line, I got so caught up in what I was doing that I forgot to mention how solid this figure actually is. All the joints are nice and tight, which makes posing the figure that much more enjoyable. Head moves up and down. It's on one of those fancy Revoltech joints, so it has a soft... It's a ratchet joint. Not gonna lie, the head comes off a little too easily, but you can rotate this Revoltech joint, plug that back in, and now you can get some side to side. Should've just been a ball joint, Jesus. The ears can rotate, bit of a swivel here, got a hinge joint, rotation at the arm, and we could get that a full 360. Arm moves out, bend at the elbow, one of these, up and down, rotate the wrist, then you could get some side to side. Ball joint at the chest, every ball joint can, yes. Ball joint at the waist, yes. And those ball joints working together allow for a good crunch, and a fantastic arch at the back. Yes! Hinge joint here, swivel here, ball joint at the hips, allows for a high kick, can't move back that far, and the spread is okay. But actually, if you rotate the legs a little bit, yep, Beautiful spread. Thigh swivel, bend at the knee swivel, up and down at the ankle, and a pivot. Poseability on Judy is fantastic. I especially like the use of ball joints, but that one Revoltech at the head seems a little phoned in. Really could have just been a ball joint, goddammit. And while her feet and legs do a good job at keeping her standing up, you do get a standard Revoltech stand if you need it. And it also allows you to get her up in the air for even more poses. Now, what was really off-putting to me about the figure at first was how small the thing is. But that's appropriate for the character, so it's not that surprising. After all, she is a rabbit police officer from a Disney movie for kids about talking animals. Wow, there really is something wrong with me, isn't there? Here's Figma Madagascar, SH Monsterod's Godzilla, Masterpiece Optimus Prime, and another Revoltech figure based on a fellow Disney character, Spider-Man. I forget sometimes. Overall, this figure's awesome. Now I gotta level with ya, I'm not too big on this kind of figure. I mean, it's not a transforming robot or a giant monster, but if figures from Zootopia out of all movies have to exist in this world, I'm glad it's this one. Very glad. So a Revoltech Nick Wilde from the same movie is coming out soon, and I think I'm gonna pick him up. So if you want a Judy Hopps for yourself, why don't you pick one up at the Big Bad Toy Store? For the quality of the figure, it's not too bad of a price, but I would only really recommend it if you're a fan of the movie, or if you're just a completely hopeless degenerate like me. Ass is ass, right boys? Ass is ass. I abandoned God a long time ago.